How do you go about choosing the right product designer to take your initial idea and turn it into a product? Well, there's lots to think about, but in this video, I'm going to go through the 3 key things. 1, have they got significant experience in turning something similar to your idea into a manufacturable product? For example, let's say that you've got a fabric-based product that's for a mother and baby market. You really want to look at their previous experience and ensure that that product designer has done plenty of other fabric-based mother and baby products, because they'll understand the materials, they'll understand how to design for production, and they'll also know about the specific requirements for that market in terms of testing and certification and standards. So that really is the first thing you need to look for. And the experience you're looking for is not just designing a product and maybe winning a design award, but actually taking the product through into production and designing it cost effectively for manufacture. And that is a critical element. A lot of designers will come up with very beautiful pictures or amazing looking concepts, but at the end of the day, you need something that's commercially viable, and that means it needs to be value engineered for cost effective manufacture. The second thing you really need to look for is a product designer that you get on really well with. This might sound odd, but the project is probably a minimum of 9 months. It may be as much as 18 months. And if you're developing a range and further products, this might be a relationship that lasts 20 years. And it is critical that your product designer understands your vision, communicates really effectively with you, and that you get on well together, because really this needs to be a partnership. It's your baby, and you're going to be the one going out there and selling and marketing it, or running the team that sells and markets it. And to have a designer who really understands that and gets on board with your vision is critical for your long-term success. Finally, when choosing a product designer, I'd suggest that you make sure you get a design team. The problem with creatives working on their own is that often they don't have people to bounce off, and you don't often get the right end result. For most products, it's really beneficial to have more than one designer inputting at any one stage, particularly if you've got different materials or different components that have got to come together and work effectively. Often if you commission a design firm that maybe has got 7 or 8 designers, you've then got all of their experience coming in to your final product, and that can have a huge additional benefit. If you have too big a company and your product isn't a huge commission for them, you can find that you're bottom of the list in terms of priority, or you've got a very junior designer working on your product. And that is not sensible either. So really I would suggest getting a medium-sized design firm so that you've got more than one creative inputting in your product, but you're not a small fish in a very big pond where you're not getting the attention that your new idea deserves. Now that's just 3 things. Really, there's probably about 10 to 20 different things that you need to think about when choosing who to work with to develop your new product. Check out the list in the description, which goes through a whole load of other things you also want to think about before choosing a product design firm.